Is your table not big enough for you? Or maybe it's too big. You can change the number of rows and columns in your table in several ways. Let's go ahead and add a column at the end. I'll place my cursor inside that last cell in the table by double-clicking on it, and now I can just press Tab. As soon as I press Tab, it doesn't have anywhere to go, so it makes a new row and lets me type in it. Another way to add some rows or columns is to click inside one of your cells, or select the cell itself, go to the Table menu, and choose Insert. Now I can choose to insert a row or a column. Let's go ahead and insert a row. In fact, why don't we add two? 2 rows above wherever the text cursor currently is. I'll click OK, and you can see it added the rows. Of course, deleting rows is just the same. Select the row or column. I'm actually going to select 2 rows here. Once again, you don't have to select the whole row, just select some of the cells in that row, and then go to the Table menu and choose Delete. Here, I'll delete those rows. Here, let's go ahead and delete another row. I'll place my cursor in the last row here that I just created and right-click or control-click with a one-button mouse, and now I can delete it from the context menu. I find that a little bit more easy than going to the Table menu. Obviously, the same thing works with columns. If I want to add a new column, simply place my cursor in a column that I want to add it next to, and I'll do the same thing. Insert Column. There we go. I'll add one to the left. Terrific. Now let's go ahead and delete it. Place my cursor inside the cell, and Table, Delete, Column. I'm going to place my cursor inside this heading row, and I'm going to zoom in to 200% here with Command 2 or Control 2 on Windows, and I can see that this heading is constrained inside of its own cell. I want it to stretch past that cell. I want it to go all the way over as far as it needs to. So I'm going to select all of these cells just by dragging over them, or let me click over here, show you one other way you can select all the cells, and that is click to the left of the row. You see how the cursor changes into a black arrow? That means it's going to select the entire row. I'll select that entire row, and I'm going to merge those cells together. To do that, I'll go to the Table menu and choose Merge Cells. This acts as a single cell in my table. I can make this text as long as I want, and it'll stretch all the way across the table. We can also split individual cells into 2. For example, I'll select this cell here. I don't have to select the cell. I could just place my cursor in there, go to the Table menu, and choose Split Cell Horizontally. In other words, put a line inside this cell so that I get 2, one on top of the other. If I want to go nuts, I could split this cell down here vertically. You get the idea. You can split cells and merge them. Now, once you have your basic table structure down, it's time to start paying attention to formatting it, making it more attractive. At least, I hope you want to make it more attractive than this. That's what I'm going to cover in the next movie.